Welcome back to the new video. Today, we bring you another awesome story here at Worth Knowing. Watch the video till the end to know more and subscribe to the channel so that we keep bringing you such videos. That was the streamer Corinna Kopf, who within a few minutes had raised $4,000 just through donations from users on Twitch. Such large donations are no longer uncommon for the full-time streamer, because the American with German roots can not only lead a good life from her streaming income, but has also built up wealth worth millions, which she is also very happy to share on her social media profiles. For example, the former model actually blew away $25,000 in a strip club on her birthday or invites all her friends on an expensive vacation on a yacht. Reason enough for us to take a closer look and give you unique insights into the everyday life of the richest streamers in the world. We will show you, among other things, how Corinna moves immediately. Because, spoiler alert, she not only has a weakness for fast cars, but also likes to be very exclusive in the air. She also likes to spend her free time with well-known YouTube stars and also has a few down-to-earth hobbies. So stay tuned and stay tuned to Worth Knowing. A typical day in Corinna Kopf's life always begins right here in her bed. However, the streamer does not currently wake up in a noble villa in the morning, nor does she sleep in a house at all. Corinna is currently living in a parking lot in her own mobile home, which she only uses for herself. However, she doesn't live in a mobile home because of traveling across the country or because of the minimalist lifestyle. But on the contrary, the multi-millionaire is currently just waiting for her new gigantic luxury mansion, which cost her several $1,000,000 to build, to be completed. The mobile home is only a temporary solution. In this, however, Corinna does not get up all by herself in the morning. Although she is single, she shares her bed with her dog Carl, who is Corinna's greatest treasure. The little dog even has his own Instagram profile with over 100,000 followers and is a little star himself. After the two have gotten up, Corinna Carl puts on some clothes, gets ready, and then comes to breakfast. The streamer eats quite healthy and usually only eats some fruit for breakfast because, as she says herself, that is usually enough for her in the morning. In addition to breakfast bowls, Corinna Kopf is particularly fond of fruit juices and, as she once explained herself, orders a smoothie to her home almost every morning. Part of the reason she eats so healthily has to do with her job as a streamer. So she knows that her attractive appearance in particular makes many of her fans follow Corinna. To keep in shape, some mornings you go to the gym first. However, Corinna usually doesn't record herself during her workouts, and she doesn't share her healthy food on social networks either. That's because, as she says herself, it didn't go with her image. Corinna doesn't want to come across as a typical influencer who eats an above-average healthy diet and does a lot of fitness. She wants to appear to her viewers as a buddy who plays games, doesn't pay too much attention to nutrition, and does what he wants. Like many other female streamers, Corinna has mainly male fans, and she is fully aware of that. That's why her next day's activity is all about offering something to her fans, literally. Many male fans are now paying her money to be able to look at Corinna in all possible poses. And so the 26-year-old spends most mornings pausing relatively freely in front of the camera. She then uploads the pictures and videos, which she then takes in her apartment, or currently also in the mobile home, to her OnlyFans profile. And just with a photo that shows her slightly accompanied, Corinna is said to have earned an incredible $200,000. Your OnlyFans account is one of the largest and most popular in the world, and so she earns more in one morning with little effort than most people in the world in a whole year. Of course, Corinna also treats herself a lot for her money, as you can already see in the next day's activity. Because for her lunch she not only likes to go to the hippest restaurants in Los Angeles, she also uses the most unusual means of transport. She not only owns a Porsche Boxer worth 80,000 euros, but even a Ferrari F8, which cost her a full 300,000 euros, as well as a black Lamborghini Urus, which allegedly even cost her $500,000 with full equipment and tuning. She also bought several tuned muscle cars, because, as she says herself, she is a huge car fan. With one of these cars, usually the red Ferrari, we go to lunch in the West Hollywood district for lunch. But she's also sometimes out of town, occasionally flying across the United States, just for good food and an exciting afternoon. Because Corinna not only has her own cars, She is one of the only streamers who even owns her own private jet. Incidentally, the Gulaf Stream Key 650 costs Corinna more than her most expensive car in just 1 year. She pays €600,000 a year in leasing fees, operating costs, and the pilot's salary. In fact, Corinna uses her own Gulfstream machine as easily as a car and spontaneously flies with friends to Las Vegas, Miami, or the beaches of Mexico to eat, shop, or just relax there. By the way, at lunch, Corinna usually makes sure that she consumes as few animal products as possible. In fact, she was vegan. But since she kept feeling cravings for vegan wings, she finally gave up. In general, she not only tries to avoid meat, but above all fast food, and also to maintain her figure. As she says herself, this is sometimes extremely difficult for her. And so she occasionally indulges in whole mukbang sessions in which she eats tons of unhealthy food. Sometimes, by the way, in front of the camera. However, when she spends her afternoons at home, she usually takes it easy. Since Corinna earns several $1,000,000 a month with OnlyFans and the stream, as well as advertising deals and product sales, she often spends her afternoons with dry office work and management. Although Corinna has her own business manager, she still takes care of many things herself. For example, she is even involved in the development of designs for her own clothing line, speaks to her advertising clients herself, and carefully prepares and calculates her streams in the afternoon. But before we show you her streaming routine, let's talk about another, certainly surprising hobby of hers, with which she spends entire afternoons, and that is when Corinna discovered horseback riding. And so you can find her away from the media hype at a horse range near Los Angeles. There she can switch off, take care of other animals like goats, and just relax together with her dog Carl. However, if she needs more action in the afternoon, she also occasionally hangs out with YouTube star David Dobrik and his blog Squat. Together with the YouTuber, she and the group do the wildest things in Los Angeles. They've used a shovel excavator as a carousel, filmed a lie detector test with intimate questions, or had small street races through Los Angeles. By the way, David Dobrik and Corinna have known each other for a long time. And thanks to the YouTuber, Corinna, who was actually a model, got more and more into uploading content herself. By the way, that's how she got to know the streamer Frozen, got together with him, and started playing games like Fortnite in front of spectators. Even if the couple is now separated, Corinna stayed true to the game and the stream. She always takes several hours to do this every evening and plays Overwatch, GeoGuessr, and Fortnite for her viewers or reacts to videos. She has an unbelievable fan base and regularly receives game invitations from other successful streamers. Many other larger streamers are literally tearing up the beautiful gamer. She herself is not active on the largest platforms such as Twitch or YouTube, but on Facebook Gaming. The social network signed her to an expensive exclusive deal that makes her one of the highest paid people on the entire platform. Aside from gaming, she also occasionally spends her streams talking candidly about her life. And at times she gets very serious about it. Because even if Corinna's life could seem very dreamy to many, the streamer has already been through a lot. She tragically lost her older brother when she was a child, and her family relationships weren't always ideal either. Corinna is particularly appreciated by her viewers for such real talk streams, in which she also talks about her problems. Incidentally, the streamer naturally has her gaming equipment with her everywhere. So her screens and accessories were set up first when she moved into the huge mobile home, so that she can also do her job perfectly in her mobile home. And it might even have the best RV gaming setup in the world. But at some point, the day also ends for Corinna. So after the streamer is completely exhausted and switches off her PC after several hours of gaming, she goes back to bed with her little dog Carl to be fit for the next day, which will certainly bring many exciting experiences with it. And that's it with our video about the most successful streamer in the world. Write us in the comments if you already know Corinna, maybe even followed her, or if her name doesn't mean anything to you. Otherwise, please give us a like if you liked the video, and we'll see you next time here at Worth Knowing. Take care.